everyone, welcome to the Voice Your Thoughts podcast. I'm Nadia and I'm the host for today's episode.
Hi, I'm Yusefa and I'm the co-host for today's episode. And we're here with our special guest. Please welcome and say hi to Ichus and Latvia.
Hi! So please introduce yourself. Start from Latvia.
Okay, I'm Latvia, guys. It's such an honor to be here on today's episode.
Hi, I'm Ijus and I'm kind of nervous right now. So please be nice to me.
Oh, relax guys. We are going to carry this conversation with the light atmosphere, so please be easy on yourself.
And that's true because the last thing that I want to do is to make our special guest here to feel any uncomfortable and uneasy, okay? So please be chill.
Okay.
Oh, I absolutely adore this song and like everything about love always gives me comfort.
Yeah, in fact, Lauv is one of my favorite singers and the way this song hit right on my feelings is crazy.
Oh, you're a fan?
I am a fan.
It's crazy how I'm just a casual listener to him and I feel goosebumps all over my body when he sings his lungs out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And I don't know, guys, love never fails to make any good song.
I barely listen to his song, but listening to his one got me thinking, what's he been through? It must be a lot.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And in fact, we're going to talk about him, specifically about this song, these lyrics, Modern Loneliness, and how this song relates to so many people all around the world.
That's true. And anyways, for you who've been living under a rock,
Like a magic story.
that's true. There's a brief story about Lauv based on our research. That did you know, guys, that his real name is Lauv?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you just know it.
I thought Lauv is his real name.
No, it's not. It's his stage name that he used
After he became popular.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah.
That's true.
He once said that his name is Ari in one of his music video called Superheroes.
And moving on, Lauv was born on 8 August 1994 in
Yeah.
San Francisco,
Yeah,
California.
San Francisco, and he studied jazz in his teenage years.
And Lauv music features longing electronic bass, pop
Yeah.
plus R&B, and as you guys know, his songs never fails to miss us. And also, he's a lyrical genius because every line he wrote for each song is really representative.
And that is one of the reasons why he gained so much popularity, because he's so talented.
And some of his most popular songs include I Like Me Better,
Yeah.
I'm So Tired, and Modern
Loneliness,
Loneliness
the song.
we're going to discuss today.
Yeah, and back to this song, Modern Loneliness, this song was released all together with other songs such as the popular I'm So Tired and then Who in one album called How I'm Feeling in 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
That one, I'm so tired, I'm so tired of
Love songs, tired of love songs. Yeah, that's right.
And this Modern Loneliness talk about loneliness, of course,
Yes.
and his disconnection between him and his family and people around him.
Also, generally, Lauv tells about how he adapted from his former self or Ari
Ari.
to his current personal branding or what we know as
Lauv,
Lauv.
yes.
Yes.
How really?
Yeah.
What a fun fact.
Yeah.
You are right. I'm aware. The song explained that his transition from Ari to Lauv made him feel distant and lonely,
Lonely.
and I think
That
that
is
is where the
The
loneliness.
loneliness in this song comes from. Yeah.
That's true.
There is one line in this song, Modern Loneliness, that says, I've been thinking about my father lately, and in one of his interview with Genius, he admitted that he wants to grow closer with his father.
And the fact that he doesn't really have a great relationship with his father is quite painful.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking.
That's so true.
Couldn't agree more. For me, my family is one of the most important things in my life and my number one support system.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Lauv is probably showing us his perfect life as someone who is famous and has all the love from his surroundings, but despite all of those things, there's always times that he finds himself feeling lonely.
Feeling inside, empty inside.
Yes, yes.
That's kind of heartbreaking and so relatable to me.
Same here. The fact that the song was released during the pandemic era made it worse, and people who listen to it says that modern loneliness exists to represent their true feeling at during that time.
Yeah. Talking about pandemic, how did you guys feel around that time? Like your experiences or anything you can share?
Well, that's going to be a lot to unpack, but to be honest, that was hard time for me. More or less, I feel depressed and lonely. Did you know?
Yeah.
Modern loneliness pretty much
Relates.
yes,
Yeah.
it's all
To your
my
experience.
experience during the period.
And how is that going? If you don't mind to tell us.
Yeah, like I said before, the pandemic era was a really hard time for me. I felt massive loneliness inside my chest because just like we know, we can go outside, we have to isolate ourselves. Yes, and the worst part is that we can interact with other in person
That's true.
in order to decrease the spread of
The
the
virus.
virus.
Yeah.
The virus. That I was thinking, but I couldn't avoid depression for me.
Oh, I know how you feel. I mean,
We know how
yeah,
you feel.
during that time.
Yeah, I bet you guys do. I was so depressed considering I have to do such monotonous and repetitive activities from morning to morning again. In fact, almost every day I play with my phone until I'm fed up. But I think I don't have anything to do anymore.
We scroll any
Scrolling
news.
especially
about
the news about
coronavirus,
and that's kind of activity we know it as doom scrolling phenomena, and I think
Almost.
almost all people experience it during that time.
Yeah.
Me too.
So
And
that's
I have to-
perfectly
Normal.
The schooling it is. The more I read the news about the virus issues at the time, the more anxious I became.
Yeah.
Not only that, I unconsciously became a hyper honest person
Hyper honest. Yeah.
due to the lack of interaction with people, which is very understandable.
Yeah.
I started to run and pour out my personal feelings on social media, which I didn't realize I was doing to seek validation from others.
Oh my god, that's right. I mean, a lot of my friends do that thing too, and perhaps it was one of the way to keep their sanity, and it was perfectly normal, I think.
I think so. I feel better when someone gives me attention, especially in difficult times, and it's okay got me addicted.
Yeah, it is quite similar to this one of the lyrics in Modern Loneliness in this line. We love to get high, but we don't know how to come down.
It's true.
And how is that?
So, high in the lyrics doesn't necessarily mean we high in the context of drugs, but it is attention that given by people around you that makes you feel high or satisfied. And because we've gone too far in that contentment, we forget how things really are, that in reality, we are in a state of depression and loneliness. Pretty much like that.
That's so true. At the time, I almost denied being severely depressed and pretend that it was all just a dream.
That is so painful to hear, I can tell.
During the lockdown period,
Yeah.
I only spent my time in my room, and there was one time when I was playing with my phone and opening the marketplace app. When I start to pay attention one by one to items, that's where so then.
I think we already know how this will go.
Yeah. You started to buy an item or two.
Yeah.
I just ordered it without thinking first. I didn't even really need it.
Yeah.
When it arrived, I didn't feel as excited when I bought it.
Yes. I know that feeling.
Doing this one, check out. So
Yeah.
impulsive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is impulsive behavior. Yeah, I did that thing too because I often eat the shopping apps and ended up buying things that I didn't need. the instant regret was real when the goods arrived.
What a waste of time and money.
Yeah, that's true because in the pandemic era, that hard times for every human being life,
Because that's the only thing that we can do.
at least
Just at home.
to
And
keep our sanity.
that's true. And anyways, how about your relationship with your friends? How do you keep in touch with them? If you don't mind to tell us.
Yeah.
Of course, there's only one way. I only text them and make video calls to stay in touch with them.
But are you common with that? You know, catch up with each other online?
Not really. I can still feel a sense of emptiness because I need see to them in person. I need to meet them in person. It's like I know I'm not alone and have family and
your
friends
friends.
around virtually,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
But I still feel
Disconnection.
like
Missing.
there is something
Oh,
missing.
Yeah. I know that feeling.
That is so related to this line. We are never alone, but we are always depressed.
Yeah, I just realized that. Actually, we were never really alone that time, but you know, we actually have people around us, even though we couldn't directly interact with them. But it was precisely that thing that made us fall into the state of depression.
That's true. And how about you, Latvia? How are your experiences?
Yeah, not much different from issues. The pandemic era has been a time of unprecedented change and uncertainty, which has led to various emotions among people worldwide, myself included. I have experienced feelings of fear, anxiety, and stress due to the threat of virus and the impact of lockdowns and restriction. Isolation and loneliness have also been significant issues as I have had to stay at home and limit my social interaction to prevent the spread of the disease.
So if you were think I can say
Yes, and that's what made me get into depressive state. It demotivated me to interact with anyone, even through phones. I'm not a social media person, so I let the loneliness consume me. Yeah,
Oh, so you didn't contact your friends at all?
I did not. I mean, I did. In the end, I realized I couldn't keep getting stuck in a state. My friends were valuable, and I didn't want to break any contact with them. So I decided to reach out to them in the end.
And how did you feel?
And it's felt like really amazing, and I feel more alive.
That's a relief to hear, you know.
I'm glad to hear that. I mean, like her story, her
Okay.
experience really represent on Lauv song, which are loneliness.
Which line?
I think it's fine. Love my friends today.
Oh,
but we
yeah,
never
yeah.
call and we never text.
Can you sing it a little bit?
Love my friends today, but I never call and never text.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Okay.
Not much different from your experience. Love also finds it difficult to contact with his friend and his family. And based on our research, he says that even though he feels lonely and quite depressed at that time, but he still to try to manage and convince himself that
His friends. Yeah.
his friend and his family are
Valuable,
valuable, and he had to make an effort to make
Make
his relationship get better and healthy.
Yeah.
I'm glad you both made it.
On the other hand, I feel a sense of gratitude for having more time with my family and loved ones, as well as for the opportunity to reflect on my priorities and goals.
That was very thoughtful of you. But anyway, talking about friendship, my experience was quite different from yours during that period.
Yeah. How was that going?
I used to have some good friends back then, but because of my lack of interaction and inability to maintain the connection, I ended up completely breaking contact with them. But for your information, I'm not just too lazy to
make a contact.
Yeah,
with them.
yeah.
Make
That's
an effort to make the relationship get
Yeah.
better.
because I had some beef back there with them, like personal things that haven't been resolved, and have made my relationship with them, which was originally distant, get worse and worse. Yeah, like that.
That is heartbreaking. Losing your good friends?
Yeah, I know. I was very sad at that time, but I put my ego too much first. I don't want to fix the connection between me and them, considering how they didn't make any effort either. But in the end, I finally feel better. I still have some good friends, and I have other things to take care of. But so I don't think I have much time to think about that.
Yeah. What the other things?
College, of course, I have to do well in each semester and every exams. Also, I try to gain more new friends through the internet, like finding some new strangers to be friends with.
Like virtual relationships?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
How did you come up with that?
You know, I only have a few friends back then. And with that situation during the pandemic, I almost spent my days unlocked in my room, scrolling through social media all the times. And since I'm a fan of fan fiction, I was trying to jump into the community and blend in with them, the other friends and the authors. And I had the chance to chat with them through personal chat. And it was really nice to be able to meet new people and share a lot of things.
That sounds fun too.
Yeah, indeed. Of course it's fun, but there was something that made me decided to stop spending time on it, because although it was fun and all, it turned out to be quite draining. Seeing my timeline full of people mentioning each other sometimes makes me feel a little bit anxious, because I want to have a lot of friends too. I want to get along with them too.
A FOMO?
Yeah, exactly, a FOMO. And the most annoying part that I realized is that I tried to write one or two fan fiction work like them, but writing is one of my hobbies, but turned out I don't have enough capacity to do it from start to finish, and in the end I just left my unfinished work and never touched it again until now.
Of course, work of creative, we already know how hard it is because we are English literature
Yes,
students.
that's true.
and
That's
know
true.
how hard it is. Especially, it just make a short story or just a poem is really hard.
That's
really
hard.
So that's okay. I think you can still do it.
Yes,
You can learn
maybe
it.
someday I can
Someday.
make full work.
I mean.
Yes. Really, spending a lot of time on the internet isn't always good things to do, because if we don't have any self-control, it's probably getting out of hand, and it's quite dangerous for our mental health.
That's right.
Yeah.
True.
And all I can say is that all of the experience you have had during that era is quite relatable to
The song, Modern
Loneliness. Some of the
Loneliness.
lyrics is really relatable to each of your experience.
Yes, I come to believe what you said earlier, that he is a lyrical genius. How could he write a song with lyric that could represent the feelings of many people?
He is very talented.
Yeah,
even
that's
the song
right.
is really listening.
Yeah.
And as soon as I listen to it, I immediately like it.
Yes, it has a simple and slow tempo,
Yeah, that's
which
true.
creates a sense of melancholy that helps to reinforce the theme of loneliness in it.
The chorus builds up to a powerful emotional release, and the use of simple melodies and emotional vocal performances all work together to create such a haunting and memorable listening experiences.
That's true, and that's why he gets so much popularity. He's a great singer and songwriter too, so that is why everyone
loves
Loves him, yeah.
And it's great to be one of his fans.
That's so true. And finally, we are at the end of today's episode. It's really great to have some chit chat with you guys.
Thank you for having us today. I had fun.
I enjoyed the conversation a lot. Thank you.
Alright, I think that's all for today. Thank you for watching this podcast. Don't forget to drink your water and stay hydrated. Goodbye!